these laptops together. So running my hands over across both of these, you probably won't be able to see very well with the camera. They're actually very, very close in size, with the Alienware being 0.5 mm taller than the Razer Blade. It's really insignificant, you're probably not even going to notice. So both of these are very compact for their relative size, but Razer, as always, produces the most compact chassis. Now normally when you're talking about the 15-inch versus the 50-inch with the Razer and the Alienware, if they're both Intel, this gives the actual Alienware a massive advantage over the Razer Blade because it has a much higher power budget. But what Razer have done this year is with this 14-inch, they've included the new 7nm Ryzen processor. So being slim and light, you're still packing a really powerful CPU under the hood. And we will look at that further in detail when we get to the actual benchmarks. So let's have a quick look at the ports. We'll have a quick look at the Razer first, in case you haven't seen the Razer review. Ports are on both sides of this laptop, which is nice. This makes it nice and easy to use this machine. With the Razer power connector, a USB 3.1, a USB-C, because bear in mind this is Ryzen, we've got no Thunderbolt, so just USB-C, and a headset jack. Spinning the laptop round, we've got another USB-C, another USB 3.1, an HDMI 2.1, which is great, the latest HDMI port, and Kensington lock, and that's it. Now in comparison with the Alienware, on the sides, we've got a power jack on this side, and if we spin it around to the other side, we've got a headset jack. That's it on the sides of the machine. Now this is something that bugs me a little bit about these new X series, because I'm often plugging my memory cards in. I've got to constantly look to the back of the machine and lean over to plug these devices in. At the back we've got one USB 3.1, a Thunderbolt 4 port, a micro SD card slot, and a USB-C with power delivery, and an HDMI 2.1 slot. So a good range of ports on this machine, and Thunderbolt 4 also makes it very versatile. But what I dislike about this X15 is the fact we've only got one USB 3.1. Now if you're buying a gaming laptop, whether it's a slim and light or just an ordinary gaming laptop, the things you're probably going to be plugging in is a mouse, maybe a keyboard, and maybe a headset, like a USB headset. So with just one USB 3.1, you're going to be making sacrifices with this laptop as to what you're going to be able to plug in, or you're going to be needing docks and dongles. And talking about dongles, in the box you do get a USB-C to RJ45. Now that is a nice addition, because if you are going to be using this laptop for gaming, a lot of people want to be using RJ45 for the fastest throughput, and you do have that option with that adapter that comes in the box. No such luck with the Razer Blade. Both these machines, they're both very sturdy, very solid, good construction. You can open them both with one hand. As you can see, both these machines have Windows Hello, which is really nice. So open up these machines, straight away, they both look brilliant. Both look their classic Razer design here and a classic Alienware design on the right. When it comes to the touchpad, although they both feel great with good gestures, the Razer Blade wins this one hands down just because of the size. It's such a massive touchpad you get with this Razer Blade. Very responsive, and you know, if I'm using this on my lap, I love this touchpad. On the X15, the touchpad feels great, it tracks well, it's glass, it's responsive, but they've made it quite narrow. And although it works fine, I would have preferred a slightly larger trackpad on this model, but what they've done is they've got a lot of venting at the top and had to shift this keyboard down, therefore making this a little bit smaller. So moving up to the keyboards, I'm going to talk about the typing experience first, and the win goes to the Alienware X15. It's got a lovely, satisfying, crisp typing experience. It's really great, the keys feel brilliant, as the last few generations of Alienwares have felt. The Razer Blade feels a lot mushier and it's a lot less travel, and it's just not a nice feeling keyboard to type on. You do get used to it. It's fine to type on. If you type on both these side by side, most people gravitate to typing on the X15. But when it comes to the layout, I'm going to give the win to the actual Razer Blade 14, because the actual keyboard layout, in my opinion, is better with the, I know you've got the shortened cursor keys to fit this in under the shift, but in my opinion, it's a better solution than having the full-size cursor keys but moving the shift across and putting the up cursor where the shift should be. Also, both of these have got lovely RGB backlight, that's per key RGB, but the lighting is better on the Razer Blade 14, it's brighter and crisper. The X15, by contrast, you get two options, there's either dim or max brightness, and this is the max brightness. With the Razer Blade 14, you can go through a lot of stages of brightness to fine tune it to how you want it. Now with both of these keyboards, the secondary functions are not backlit, which is a shame. If you are in the United States, then you do get your secondary functions backlit, but obviously in Europe, we don't, which is a real shame. And with Alienware, nobody gets secondary functions backlit with this new keyboard. Now, with the actual configurations of both of these laptops, this being Ryzen, as I say, it's got the new 5900HX CPU, which is like one of the most powerful notebook Ryzen CPUs you can get, and this is quite incredible. Though I don't know quite why they put that in a 14-inch laptop. Whereas on the Alienware, you get a choice of the 11800H, which is an 11th gen Intel CPU, or you can upgrade it to the 11900H. When you're buying these and configuring these, obviously you don't get a choice with the Razer, but with the Alienware, I would just pick up the 11800H to save some money. These chassis can't cope with the higher end CPUs. You're not getting much extra performance at all for the extra money you're spending on it. And with regards to the GPUs for both these machines, you can configure either a 3060, a 3070, or a 3080. But because they're slim and light, the Razer has a maximum budget of 100 watts. The Alienware, if you buy the 3060, you get a 90 watt GPU, whereas if you buy a 3070 or 3080, you get a 110 watt GPU. So there's an extra 10 watts in the Alienware chassis over the Razer Blade. But that 10 watts is not going to make a vast amount of difference in the actual gaming performance. And moving up to the screens, both of these models come with two choices, either a 1080p or a QHD screen. Now, if you decide on either of these laptops, my recommendation to you would definitely get the QHD screen, because on both of them, the Full HD screen is okay at best. On the Razer, the 1080p model that comes with a 3060 is quite a slow panel, and on the Alienware, the 1080p, which we've got here, is very average compared to the QHD model, which gets you G-Sync, Advanced Optimus, and has much higher brightness. Now, another thing with both of these machines, every model that you get comes with the option of Windows Hello built in, and that is great. I do love Windows Hello. And a test of the webcam and the microphones on the Razer Blade 14. So this is a test of the webcam and the microphones on the Alienware X15 gaming laptop. Right, so we're going to do a quick audio test on these speakers of these laptops. I'm going to start with the Blade 14, and we're at 40% volume on both of these laptops. Now the X15.
One friendly remaining. Op 4, last stop standing.
Now we're going to try the Blade 14 at 60%. And now the X15 at 60%. Gary and I have just been listening to these two, and they both sound pretty similar, but I have to be honest, the Blade 14 is slightly less tinny than the X15. So my pick between these two sets of speakers would be the Blade 14, but neither are going to blow you away. So we're running Cinebench R23 on the Alienware 15. It's set to performance mode, so the fans are a bit louder than they are on balance mode, but we're going to get better performance on the system. Now I'm running throttle stop on here as well, so we can see the sort of the temperatures and the speeds we're getting on the CPU. Now in performance mode, this 11,800, when it's fully loaded on this 15, we're pulling about 67 to 69 watts, and that's coming in at about 3.7 to 3.8 gigahertz. Not as fast as the Alienware X17 we previously reviewed with a slightly better quality solution than this. But you've got to bear in mind this is a slim and light. So what I'm going to do now is the fans are spun up to as far as they will, so we're going to check the fan noise.
Station deployed.
So that's 50 decibels, and this is on pure CPU load on performance mode. It would be quieter if we put it on balance mode, but I want to get the most out of this system in the R23. It's quite a vigorous test. Now we're going to come back again in a second, because this is about a 10-second test, and we're going to see what it's like at the end and what the score is.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Right, so we're nearing the end of the test. The fans have stayed about 50 decibels throughout this entire test. You can see here, looking at the temperatures, you can see it's sitting in the sort of late 80s to 90s. Actually, I've even got one core right up into the late 90s. But it's stable, it's not throttling back. We're still at our 3.8 gigahertz, 3.8 gigahertz here. Now I'm going to just quickly use my temperature gauge on the keyboard. So in the middle of the keyboard, we're getting up to about 39 degrees, which is quite warm. But if I put it on the WASD keys, we drop it down to about 34. That's quite comfortable. Now if we go above the keyboard itself,
Someone exposed you.
47 degrees. Well, late 46, 46.5. Okay, so yeah, if we put it at the top of the keyboard, we're talking about up to 47 degrees. So this is quite comfortable, really. You know, you can keep your hand on this keyboard, and that's not too bad. Cinebench is now finished, and we've got a score of 11,847 points. Pretty good performance. Obviously, these 11th gen CPUs are pretty pokey compared to the 10th gen. So we're now doing the same Cinebench R23 test on the Blade 14. We've turned the synapse to the CPU on boost mode, so it's on the most powerful mode that it's got. The fans are roaring away. So first we're going to quickly just test the fan noise. So 54 decibels. So about 4 decibels higher than the X15. So this is obviously the joys of this little chassis here. But the good news is the CPU clock, so if you can see it's very tiny, it's just under 4 gigahertz. So this Ryzen is running all 8 of its cores, or 16 threads, at just under 4 gigahertz. That's really impressive. It's pulling about 59 watts at the moment. The CPU is 100 degrees C, which unfortunately seems to be quite a norm on this model in boost mode on the CPU. And the AMD is rated up to 105 degrees centigrade. So, you know, obviously Razer and AMD think it's okay to be running at this. What I'm going to do is, this is a 10-minute test. I'm going to come back again in a second. We're going to check the temperatures on the chassis, and we're going to see what the score comes in at. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the test. It's throttled back a little bit, so just under the 4 gigahertz we were hitting. We're now getting to 3.9 gigahertz, so only 100 megahertz we've lost, which is really impressive for this 14-inch chassis. Now I'm going to just quickly test the temperatures. So this is the WASD keys, 26 degrees, really nice and cool, better than the X15 there. As we move to the middle of the keyboard, it's up to 39.6, so that's quite hot, but you know, you can still type, wouldn't be that uncomfortable. And on the right hand side, back down to 29 degrees again. And if I move to the top of just above the keyboard where the hot air is venting out, we've got a hot spot of 39 degrees. So that's not too bad, although it would get hot if we were using the GPU at the same time.
Secure the bombs.
We'll have a look at that in a second. And there we have it. We've got a final score of 12,359 points. So that's actually beating the Intel 11th Gen 11808 in a bigger chassis with 4 fans and 8 gen cooling. So really impressive job for this tiny little 14-inch laptop here.
Now you
Really impressive.
Now you don't.
Okay, so we're going to simulate some really heavy gaming here. So what we're basically doing is we're running YouTube Rally at its maximum settings. We're also running Cinebench R23 with 4 cores.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
That
Be
is
ready for assault.
running for quite
10
some time and
seconds to
keep the
insertion.
load on both GPU and
Be
the
advised,
CPU.
a bomb location has been
In order for it
compromised.
to
Down
perform
to 5
anywhere near how it
seconds.
should be, we've had to put it on maximum
Op 4 has
fans anyway
located
from
a
our
bomb.
sensor. And it did run flat out for a little while, but even at maximum fans, it couldn't cope with both the CPU and the GPU maxed out, and it's throttled it back. So we've been running now for about 8 or 9 minutes, and what we're basically getting is 70 odd degrees on the GPU, and we're getting about 90 watts, but which is what it's rated for, so that's not so bad. But the CPU, hasn't been able to cope. So it went all the way up to 100 degrees, and then it's throttled back. So when we're at 100 degrees, it was pulling 50 watts. It's now throttled us back to about 30 to 35 watts, and our clock speed obviously has dropped from 4 gigahertz to about 3.5 gigahertz. It's a bit of a shame that this cooling solution can't fully cope with the CPU and the GPU maxed out. But the good thing is, it isn't too hot on the keyboard. So let's take a quick look. So fan noise.
Changing mag.
Just over 55 decibels. And let's have a look at the keyboard. So we've got 33 degrees on the WASD. 38 in the middle of the keyboard, 39, sorry, went up to 39. And off to 35 on the right.
Loading new mag.
Seconds. 10 seconds left. Op 4, last operator standing. 5 seconds remaining. You've reached the time limit. Drone to locate a bomb. Your drone has found a bomb. Seconds. 5 seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Device planted. You're no match for me!
You have dropped the diffuser.
Incoming adrenaline boost. Adrenaline surge incoming.
The diffuser is now secured.
Incoming adrenaline boost. Deploying Claymore.
Throwing frag grenade.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. Friendly, last operator standing. We have been eliminated. drone to locate a bomb. Your drone has found a bomb. Insertion in 10 seconds. Drone has located a bomb. 5 seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Incoming adrenaline boost.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. Op 4 last operator standing. Friendly last operator standing. The diffuser has been recovered. Seconds remaining. Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the diffuser. Op 4 eliminated. We need to locate a bomb. 10 seconds to insertion. Be advised your drone has located a bomb. 5 seconds to insertion. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Out RCE. Explosion go. Explosive on the move. Reload. It's gonna blow. Ratero on the ground.
Something got my RCE.
Ratero going in. Surprise time.
Op 4 last stop standing. Friendly last operator standing. All friendlies have been eliminated.
My job is to make college easier because students have a lot on their plates. Like Harper, an econ major who piles on the pressure. Grammarly can help her stress less.
This term paper's gotta be great. It's a third of my grade.
Your ideas are on the money. Let's make sure they come across clearly with Grammarly. Watch it work. Watch it work.
Wow, that is stronger.
And Avery, an engineering major who runs on ambition and coffee. Grammarly can get her dream job.
My application needs to stand out. They only meet with the top candidates.
If you want to make a good impression and nail your delivery, use Grammarly. You don't want to pull another all-nighter, do you? Now that's taking it to the end zone. Yeah. Oh, touchdown with Grammarly. And Blake, an education major who knows what he wants. So you're going to be a school teacher.
Yeah, but first I need to get my senior thesis over the finish line. I keep repeating the same words.
Let Grammarly help you find the right words faster. Grammarly, do your magic. And you did it in one place. Grammarly means better results. That's why it's the writing tool selected by 3,000 schools and universities. Try Grammarly for free.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I'm going to lie down for a bit. Your guy can take care of them.
All reinforcements nearly done!
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Stay clear of ADS line of fire. The walls have been reinforced!
EDD prime, that's clear.
10 seconds left before insertion.
ADS up and running.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
ADS up and running. Unrolling razor wire.
Device primed, keep an eye on door. EDD mounted, let them.
Spotted.
Reloading ammo.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser. Last Op 4 operator standing. 4 down to 1 operator. Defenders have located the diffuser. Op 4 eliminated. Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Initiate jammer.
Setting razor wire.
Jammer activate.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Ready.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left.
Activate jammer.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
New feed active.
Position device.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Swapping back!
This will be
Attackers have located a bomb.
Kona deployed!
10 seconds left.
Wall fortified!
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are moving to defuse
Kona
a bomb.
placed.
setting barricade! Come on, men.
Kona on standby.
Reloading! CCE shields ready.
Changing mags.
Only one enemy remaining.
Dare you! Shields out and ready.
I'm out! Got him!
You go no further, Bron.
Changing mags.
Defender exposed. Seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left. Last Op 4 operator standing. Operators, you are out of time.
That was fade out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Gemini.
Gemini's done! Drone active.
Make room! Setting a sequential breach.
Bomb located by attackers.
Changing max.
My replicator.
Lift me! Here!
Blue 4 down to 1 operator.
Savage, bro.
Attackers have located a bomb. Down to 1 operator. Seconds remaining. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left. Blue 4 neutralized. Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb. 10 seconds to go. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 5 seconds left. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
We're
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Reloading! Cover me!
Let's see who's nearby.
Clear shield is ready.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
I've got a better idea. Plates of Talonate.
Behind you.
Blue 4 down to 1 operator.
Still have a claim. Still have a claim. By the entrance. Stand by the entrance. Stand by the left door.
There's only 1 operator left. Blue 4 neutralized.